Hello, I'm Zechariah Hernandez. You probably know me from your third period class. I think it's third. Yeah, it's third. Um, yeah, and I'm doing my book project on Lord of the Flies by William Golding. Um, future me, add in a super cool transition. Okay, as I already said, I'm reading Lord of the Flies by William Golding. And the author, sorry, William Golding, that's the author. So the genre of this, I'd say, is probably dystopian fiction, even though they're not like living in a dystopia. Their society that they've kind of created is basically a dystopia because they're like trapped and they have nowhere to go and they've got to survive. The reason I actually chose to read this was because it was one of the only books in my library that was an AP book, and I chose it before you came to teach, and Miss Lesney was already teaching us, and she made us pick an AP book to read. So I chose this because I like to read my books and keep them in case I want to read them again. And also, I get anxiety about having to recheck out books at the library because I'm a slow reader, kind of. But yeah, so I chose to analyze a character from this book, and I chose Piggy because honestly, he kind of resonates with me a little bit more than the other characters in a way, just because he's very clumsy. So am I. And he seems a bit helpless at the beginning, and that's kind of like shown through his like stumbling around and like his glasses. He really needs his glasses all the time, and I need my glasses even though I don't wear them very often because they fog up because of a mask. But yeah, he seems very clumsy, but he's very well read, and he knows a bunch of book facts. So he's book smart, but not necessarily street smart in a way. Because an example of that, he knew that the I think it's a conch or some kind of shell. He knew that if you blow on it, then it makes this awesome noise because he had someone who owned one of those, and he knew it was worth a lot of money. So if it wasn't for him, then Ralph wouldn't have been able to bring all of the other boys together in the group. So he basically started the group rather than Ralph, even though Ralph blew the horn and he kind of like asserted like superiority over everyone else. It was really Piggy who brought everyone together, even if it was indirectly. And I think that's really cool because even though most of the like Ralph is the most popular between everyone, Piggy really does the most work because he went around and got everybody's names, and he figured out who everyone was, and yeah. So I feel like Piggy is really the mastermind behind everything that's going on. So that's very interesting to me. But so he was basically taken away from his super comfortable lifestyle to be trapped on an island, which is a huge dramatic change for him because he was living with his aunt, and of course, she had a candy shop, which he was able to go to like pretty often. And on an island, of course, you can't have candy shops. So that was like one big luxury taken away from him, I guess. So it's something he's got to adapt to later on in the book, I'm sure. And he also gets bullied by Ralph a lot, but he sticks with him anyways when they're voting a leader, and he votes for Ralph. And I think that shows, I guess, maturity in a way, just because he he's able to get over his like harsh feelings to choose a good leader. And he also wants to be part of the main group of explorers when they go to explore, but he doesn't get chosen as one, and that like really hurts his feelings. But I feel like in a way he got a better role because he was chosen to stay behind with the other kids and kind of like almost lead them in a way, while the other like popular people who were supposed to lead the group were off. So I feel like he's gonna get a lot of power through that. And he also, I so my prediction is he's probably gonna die at the end of the book, and that's gonna be a huge. I haven't read the book fully yet. I've only read through the first and part of the second chapter. But I feel like he might die just because of how the story is going along. I feel like that would be like a huge twist, and it would be super sad. But I don't know. Just like halfway through the first chapter, I was like, yeah, he's probably gonna die at some point. But I don't know. Piggy is pretty much my favorite character, just because of like all the attributes he has, and I don't know. I just relate to him a lot, and I think he's an awesome character. So yeah, thanks for coming to my presentation. Smash that like button and subscribe, of course. I think I went over 5 minutes. That's okay, I guess. I hope. Yes.